Welcome to this video highlighting the key features in our latest product release, VMRay Analyzer 3.1. In our latest release, we have standardized threat reporting by mapping malicious behavior to the MITRE ATT&CK framework, added macOS dynamic analysis verdicts and enhanced support for new file types, delivered unprecedented scalability by integrating our two products, VMRay Analyzer and Detector. Finally, we introduced support for two-factor authentication to prevent identity theft and ensure regulatory compliance. Let's begin with the MITRE ATT&CK framework. This is a standardized set of malware tactics and techniques based on real-world data. VMRay users are now presented with the attack matrix on the sample overview page. Users are able to toggle between a simplified view showing the techniques triggered by the sample and an expanded view of the entire matrix. This mapping is also presented to users in the Overview tab of an analysis report. Users can select a specific MITRE ATT&CK technique here and view all the VTI rules triggered by the sample that were mapped to this technique. With the mapping of our existing VMRay threat indicators to this framework, enterprise security teams can now build a common knowledge base to drive malware detection, incident response, and threat hunting using a consistent model across all of their security products. Users can now use extended search to find malware samples that trigger a specific attack technique. This enables users to gain insights into the correlation between malware samples as well as identify and flag techniques. Let's search for 32-bit Windows executables that trigger the credential dumping technique of the attack matrix. Here's a sample that matches the search criteria. Now let's move to our enhanced support for macOS environments. In this example, we will look at the macOS executable. On the sample overview page, there is a new overall severity score assigned to the sample. In the top analyses section, you can see that the reputation lookup, static and dynamic analyses are all assigned independent analysis scores or verdicts. Digging deeper into an individual report, you can see a VTI score is associated with the dynamic analysis. Just like a Windows analysis report, macOS analysis reports contain the same amount of comprehensive information. Turning our attention to VMRay Detector, we will show you how security teams can use Detector in tandem with VMRay Analyzer. While VMRay Analyzer is designed for comprehensive, in-depth malware analysis and detection, VMRay Detector is focused on rapid, highly accurate malware detection for high-volume use cases. Security teams can now use VMRay Analyzer and Detector in tandem with separate quotas. Let's see how this works. First, the security team would need to create a new API key associated with the Detector license. This can be done in the API keys section of the profile page. You would need to select the appropriate product type while creating the API key. You can also set a limit on the number of submissions associated with this API key. When a sample is submitted using this Detector API, security teams are presented with the high-level detection results. These include the overall severity score of the sample, dynamic and static analysis results, reputation lookups, as well as the complete list of threat indicators. The detailed VMRay Analyzer reports, however, are locked, indicated by the top right section of the sample overview page. Users can unlock these reports by using the underlying analyzer license quota. All of this is handled seamlessly at the back end. All the user needs to do is simply click the Unlock button. After confirming, users can access all of the reports associated with the sample. By using VMRay Analyzer and Detector in tandem, security teams can bridge the gap between accurate, high-volume detection and comprehensive analyses. The final feature that we will cover in this video is two-factor authentication. In version 3.1, users can enable 2FA and use a time-based one-time password generated from another device to access their VMRay account. Let's see how this works. VMRay users can set up 2FA in the security section of their profiles. Popular 2FA apps such as Google Authenticator or Duo can be used to scan and generate codes required for authentication. A message is displayed to confirm that 2FA has been successfully set up. Once 2FA is set up, a user is prompted for an authentication code whenever he logs into the VMRay platform. Often, enterprises also require some form of two-factor authentication to achieve regulatory compliance, and our latest release ensures that they can enforce two-factor authentication across the organization. In version 3.1, we focused on enhancing enterprise security through greater platform coverage, improved scalability, secure access, and enhanced detection efficacy. If you want to try VMRay Analyzer 3.1, contact us at vmray.com/trial to try our latest release risk-free for 30 days. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more VMRay videos.